Imagine a land bathed in sunlight. The Aegean Sea sparkles, its waves dancing under the golden rays. This sea has witnessed countless tales of heroism and adventure, its waters a silent keeper of secrets. Rugged mountains pierce the sky, their peaks standing tall and proud. These mountains have seen the rise and fall of empires, their slopes echoing with the footsteps of ancient warriors and philosophers. This is ancient Greece, a land of myth and legend. We feel its presence even today. Its stories captivate us, drawing us into a world where gods walked among men and heroes performed feats of unimaginable bravery. The ruins stand as silent witnesses to a glorious past, inviting us to explore and discover. Its ideas still influence our world. The thoughts of great philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle continue to shape our understanding of life, ethics, and the universe. Their manuscripts, though aged and fragile, hold timeless wisdom. Join me as we journey back in time. Let us walk the paths once tread by great minds and brave hearts. As the sun sets over these ancient sites, we are reminded of the passage of time and the enduring legacy of this remarkable civilization. Let us explore the rise and fall of this remarkable civilization. From the bustling markets of Athens to the sacred grounds of Olympia, each landmark tells a story of innovation, conflict, and cultural evolution. Ancient Greece was not a single country, it was a mosaic of city-states, each with its own unique identity and governance. These city-states, though often in conflict, shared a common heritage and vision. It was a collection of city-states. From the democratic ideals of Athens to the militaristic society of Sparta, each city-state contributed to the rich tapestry of Greek civilization. Each had its own government and laws. These laws, inscribed on tablets and stones, governed daily life and ensured order. They reflect the values and priorities of their people, offering us a glimpse into their world. Yet, they were united by a shared language and culture. The Greek language, with its rich vocabulary and expressive power, was a unifying force. Cultural artifacts, from pottery to sculptures, reveal a society that valued art, beauty, and intellectual pursuit. They believed in powerful gods and goddesses. These deities, each with their own personalities and stories, played a central role in Greek life. Temples and statues were built in their honor, and their myths were woven into the fabric of daily existence. They told tales of heroes and monsters. These stories, passed down through generations, were more than just entertainment. They were lessons in morality, courage, and the human condition, reflecting the values and beliefs of the Greeks. These myths and legends reveal much about the Greeks. They highlight their quest for knowledge, their appreciation for beauty, and their understanding of the complexities of life. The amphitheaters, where these stories were performed, were centers of cultural and social life. They valued courage, wisdom, and the pursuit of excellence. These virtues were not just ideals, but were actively pursued and celebrated. Philosophical texts and teachings from this era continue to inspire and challenge us, reminding us of the enduring legacy of ancient Greece. The story of ancient Greece begins around 3000 BC, a time shrouded in mystery and myth. This era marks the dawn of one of the most influential civilizations in human history. This period is called the Minoan civilization, named after the legendary King Minos. The Minoans thrived on the island of Crete, creating a vibrant and sophisticated society. The Minoans were skilled sailors and traders, navigating the Mediterranean Sea with ease. Their ships carried goods and ideas, connecting Crete with distant lands. They built impressive palaces on the island of Crete, the most famous being the Palace of Knossos. These palaces were not just royal residences, but also centers of administration and commerce. Their civilization mysteriously vanished around 1450 BC, possibly due to natural disasters or invasions. The exact cause remains a topic of debate among historians and archaeologists.
After the Minoans came the Mycenaeans, who rose to prominence on the Greek mainland. They inherited much from the Minoans but developed their own distinct culture. They were fierce warriors who dominated mainland Greece, building fortified cities like Mycenae and Tiryns. Their society was heavily militarized, and they are often depicted as heroic figures in Greek mythology. The Mycenaeans are famous for their role in the Trojan War, a legendary conflict that has captivated imaginations for centuries. This war, whether myth or reality, symbolizes the heroism and tragedy of the Mycenaean age. This legendary conflict was immortalized in Homer's epic poems, the Iliad and the Odyssey. These works have had a profound impact on Western literature and continue to be studied and admired today. Around 1100 BC, the Mycenaean civilization collapsed, leading to a period of decline and instability. The reasons for this collapse are still debated, but it marked the end of the Mycenaean dominance. Greece entered a period known as the Dark Ages, a time of reduced population and cultural stagnation. However, this period also laid the groundwork for future developments. But from this darkness, a new Greece emerged. Small communities began to grow and develop, leading to a revival of trade, art, and culture. By 800 BC, powerful city-states arose, each with its own government and way of life. These city-states, or polis, became the foundation of Greek civilization. Two of the most important were Athens and Sparta. Athens became known for its democratic principles and cultural achievements, while Sparta was renowned for its military discipline and prowess. Together, these city-states played a crucial role in shaping the history and legacy of ancient Greece.
Athens was a center of learning, art, and democracy. This ancient city, with its majestic Acropolis standing tall, was not just a place of architectural marvels, but also a hub of intellectual and cultural activity. The very air of Athens seemed to buzz with the energy of ideas and creativity. The Athenians valued education and the arts. They believed that a well-rounded education was essential for the development of both the individual and society. Art, in its many forms, was not just a means of expression, but a way to understand the world and one's place in it. Workshops and classrooms were filled with eager minds ready to absorb knowledge and create beauty. They believed in the power of reason and debate. In the bustling agora, citizens would gather to discuss and argue, honing their skills in rhetoric and logic. These debates were not just intellectual exercises, but a way to arrive at truth and understanding. The Athenians held that through reasoned discourse, one could uncover the deeper meanings of life and society. They developed a new form of government democracy. This was a groundbreaking concept where power was not held by a single ruler, but by the people themselves. Every citizen had a say in the governance of their city, making decisions that would shape their collective future.
In Athenian democracy, citizens participated directly in government. Unlike modern representative democracies, Athenian democracy was direct. This meant that every eligible citizen had the right and responsibility to take part in the decision-making process. The agora was the heart of this democratic activity, where citizens would gather to discuss and vote on various issues. They debated and voted on laws. These debates were often passionate and intense, reflecting the deep commitment of the Athenians to their democratic principles. Voting was done openly, and every voice had the potential to influence the outcome. This system fostered a sense of community and shared responsibility. This was a radical idea. The notion that ordinary citizens could govern themselves was revolutionary. It challenged the traditional power structures and offered a new vision of society where everyone had a stake in the common good. It meant that ordinary people had a voice in how they were ruled. This inclusivity was a cornerstone of Athenian democracy, ensuring that diverse perspectives were considered in the decision-making process. It empowered individuals and fostered a sense of belonging and purpose. Athens produced some of the greatest thinkers in history. Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle were not just philosophers, but pioneers who laid the intellectual foundations of Western thought. Their ideas and teachings have transcended time, continuing to influence modern philosophy, science, and politics. And Aristotle laid the foundations of Western philosophy. These thinkers explored profound questions about existence, ethics, and knowledge. Their dialogues and writings have been studied for centuries, offering insights that remain relevant today. Their ideas still shape our understanding of the world. The legacy of Athens, as the cradle of democracy and thought, continues to inspire and guide us. The principles of reason, debate, and democratic participation that flourished in ancient Athens are the bedrock of modern civilization.
Sparta was very different from Athens. While Athens valued knowledge and art, Sparta focused on military strength. Spartans were trained from childhood to be soldiers. They lived disciplined and austere lives.
Spartan society was rigidly structured. It emphasized duty, obedience, and physical prowess. Women in Sparta had more rights than in other Greek city-states. They were expected to be strong and healthy, capable of bearing strong Spartan warriors. This military might made Sparta a powerful force in Greece.
The 5th century BC is known as the Golden Age of Athens.
This period saw an explosion of creativity in art, literature, and philosophy.
The Athenians built magnificent temples like the Parthenon. They wrote plays that are still performed today.
Playwrights like Sophocles and Euripides explored complex themes of love, loss, and justice.
Historians like Herodotus and Thucydides chronicled the past and analyzed current events.
This was a time of great intellectual and artistic achievement.
The Golden Age left an enduring legacy on Western civilization. The Golden Age was not without its conflicts. In 492 BC, the mighty Persian Empire invaded Greece.
The Persian Wars tested the limits of Greek unity and courage. The Athenians and Spartans, usually rivals, joined forces to defeat the Persians.
The Greeks triumphed against all odds. Their victory secured their independence and preserved their way of life. But victory came at a cost.
Years of warfare weakened the Greek city-states. Athens and Sparta, once allies, became bitter rivals. Their conflict led to the Peloponnesian War, which devastated Greece.
In the 4th century BC, a new power emerged in Greece Macedonia. Alexander the Great, king of Macedon, conquered the Greek city-states.
He then led his armies east, conquering the Persian Empire and reaching as far as India. Alexander's conquests spread Greek culture throughout the ancient world. This period is known as the Hellenistic Age.
Although Alexander's empire was short-lived, his impact was profound. He ushered in a new era of cultural exchange between East and West. The civilization of ancient Greece may have declined, but its legacy lives on.
Greek ideas about democracy, philosophy, art, and architecture continue to inspire us today. The words democracy, philosophy, and theater all have Greek roots.
Our system of government, our understanding of the world, even the way we tell stories, all owe a debt to the ancient Greeks. The story of ancient Greece is a reminder that even the greatest civilizations rise and fall. But it is also a testament to the enduring power of human creativity and the impact that a single civilization can have on the course of history. As we look to the stars and ponder the mysteries of the universe, let us remember the legacy of ancient Greece. Let us be inspired by their pursuit of knowledge, their love of beauty, and their enduring belief in the power of the human spirit.